everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you might be new, welcome. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some dinners I've made over the last probably month, honestly. I don't cook every single night, so I film when I make things, but I also don't film like really simple things. Like I like to share newer recipes or things that I'm trying for the first time. So this has been filmed, like I said, over the last like month or so. But if you did not see my most recent huge monthly grocery haul, I did share all of our meal plan, our dinner meal plan for the month of March anyway. So some of this includes that, some of it is older, but I will be sharing a what's for dinner video probably twice a month, I think, just because like I said, I don't film it every single time, but I do want to give you guys some ideas and share what we're eating and how we're using that food, because I also share lunch videos and I will be sharing dinner videos as well. So I hope you subscribe if you have not already, and also head over to Instagram and Facebook to follow me there as well. But let's get into these dinners. Alright, so tonight for dinner we are making something new again. This is a broccoli and rice casserole. This is from the Magnolia book that I showed you in my last What's for Dinner. This volume 2, Joanna Gaines' second cookbook, I believe. So if you would like to try and take a screenshot, go ahead. If you need more information, let me know. But we do have milk, cheese, chicken broth, minced garlic, butter, cream cheese, an onion, rice, which this calls for wild rice. I'm just using the rice that I already have on hand, flour, pepper, garlic salt, and broccoli. The only thing that I'm missing, oh, I guess I'm not missing anything. Oh, it says we need cooking spray. I didn't take that out. We're gonna go ahead and get all of this started. I do have more rice. I don't know if that's enough, so I might have to pull that out, but we'll see.
I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling. I'm so deep down, and it's not a lie that I done.
I had to go out to the garage to get more rice. This is jasmine rice. This is Uncle Ben's white rice, I think. So hopefully that doesn't matter. I need like 3/4 of a cup more rice. So I'm just gonna use that.
You can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark.
The other onion that I had out was like half molded, so I got a new one. So we're gonna put this in here and pulse it to chop it up a little bit, so then we can put it in the large saucepan I have over here and start cooking the rest of the stuff. Easy peasy. Half a stick of butter.
Yeah, I can carry all that you've got. 2 heavy hearts is not a lot. I will put out all of the fire. We stumble and fall, and it's not a lie.
So my jar of minced garlic says that a half a teaspoon equals approximately 1 clove of garlic, and it needs 3 cloves of garlic, so I'm gonna do 3 half teaspoons, so a teaspoon and a half.
And you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light.
Alright, so it said to put that to a medium-low heat and cover it. I put the flour in. It says to cook for like 2 minutes to make a roux. I have no idea what a roux is. And after that, I'm going to pour in my 1 cup of milk and the rest of the chicken broth, which is 1 cup. I just put them both in here. Slowly pour that in and mix it until it starts to thicken. But then we'll add in more stuff.
I'll be your light. Be your light.
I went ahead and mixed my garlic, salt, and pepper together so I can just pour it in at one time. I did take out my cream cheese probably an hour ago, an hour and a half ago. It does not specify whether or not it should be cold or room temperature, but we are trying to melt this down. And there's a cat hair in this, that's nice. Since we are gonna melt it down, I went ahead and took it out. I figured it'd be easier if it was more room temperature. And then it says 4 cups, ooh. It says 4 cups of, or not 4 cups. Yes, 4 cups of broccoli florets. All I have is frozen, so I put each of these in the microwave for like 4 minutes just so it wasn't as cold. So when I add it in here, like it doesn't take as long to heat up, do you know what I mean? And I turned on the oven, and then I need to add in the cream cheese, 1 cup of cheese. It says to use cheddar, but all I have is a Fiesta blend or something. So add that in until the cheese is melted. Then we add in the seasoning, the broccoli, and the rice, and mix that all together. After it's mixed and everything, then we put it into the baking dish, top it with cheese, and then put it into the oven for a little while. And I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a side dish, but I'm using it as a dinner. We always eat meat, so it's kind of nice to do something meatless every once in a while.
Hey, I'm looking for a couch to crash on. Tonight shouldn't be the night I go home with anyone. Walking on a rougher patch now, but I must say, living on the edge of things has been kind of fun. Look, there's a bruise right here, 1 or a few on there. Man, did you see me though? 'Cause I sure put on the show. I'm dancing on the tables and I must say I got a taste for flipping out. I'm glancing at the haters and I know they wish they did the shit I did tonight. You wanna break some things, alright. All of the cups are out of sight. You wanna drink 'cause I can buy. You're dancing on the table, so am I. I'm not usually the one who acts out. All those crazy little things we all kinda dream about. A good thing we are running out of sunlight. It's not necessary for these guys to know.
The recipe says now to bake it in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes, just basically to make sure that the cheese is melted. So I put it in for 17 minutes, also because my broccoli was still kind of cold, so hopefully it'll be okay. Again, I think it is supposed to be a side dish, but that's okay. We are going to enjoy it anyway. It looks good, smells good. The kids are actually really excited to eat it, so hopefully it's a win. Tonight we are making this perfect potato soup recipe. Children are trying to sharpen pencils. Anyway, if you would like to take a screenshot of this, go ahead and do it. So I have the potatoes already that Matt helped me. We peeled them, cut them into like little squares, little pieces. I think we used about 7 or maybe 8 potatoes. This says to use 6 medium potatoes. I had a few really small ones and then I think 2 big ones, so I don't know, we'll see how it turns out. And then we need some milk later on, some heavy whipping cream, butter, garlic, salt, pepper, and if you want to top it with green onions, cheese, or bacon, you can. It's kind of like mashed potatoes on crack, you know, like a baked potato basically, but it's soup, So I don't know, we'll see. We've never made it before. Hopefully it turns out good. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and let this boil for now, and then I'll bring you back when we add everything else in. Okay, so I did go ahead and take out a cup of the water before I drained these. Now it says to return this to a medium-low heat. I need to add in the milk and the heavy cream, which I already have right here. It's 3 cups of milk, a half a cup of cream, whatever it's called. The recipe says 1 garlic clove.
The others.
Wow, good job, buddy. I have half a teaspoon of minced garlic here, 2 tablespoons of butter, which I had this open and I just cut another piece off from a new one. Also, Connor made me this adorable badge. It says best mom ever.
Sometimes when I'm thinking about us, before we got lost and we parted, back to back we would carry on. And
it did say to mash the potatoes to desired consistency, but I know that when we bite into these, they're just gonna mush so easily. So rather than make like mashed potatoes, we have little chunks of potatoes, so hopefully it'll work out well. But this says just to heat it through until it's like melted and looks good, I guess. And it just says to add the reserved cooking liquid to thin soup until you get the consistency you want. So I might not add that in there. We'll have to see what this looks like as it heats up a little bit more. Well, this is not thickening, and I think it's because we didn't mash them. So I'm gonna try to do that right now and see if that makes a difference. It's still very, very liquidy. So we'll see how that goes. And then I need to shred some more cheese, so I will show you that. I'm gonna use my new food processor that Matt got me. And I'll show you how to shred that up. And then we just store it in like a Ziploc bag. So all I did so far was cut my 1 pound block of cheese into chunks so it can fit through here. Matt, do we push low, right?
Or
To shred cheese, just
Yeah.
low? Okay. Sometimes you get a big chunk buildup. Sometimes it'll run through here and shred, sometimes it won't. See, nice shredded cheese. Yes. So this is how the soup turned out. It smells amazing. We went ahead and crushed up just some Ritz crackers on there and then the cheese that I shredded. So this will be our dinner. And I'm definitely glad that I went ahead and mashed up the potatoes. Otherwise it would have been really, really liquidy. So it's meant to be mashed, you know? But hopefully this tastes good. I'm excited to try it. Hopefully you can hear me. The washing machine is on. I've got kids running around doing things they shouldn't be doing. So I'm going to make, I don't even know what it's called, but Kim from the Wads shared it in her What's for Dinner. It's like a teriyaki chicken thing. So I have all the ingredients out except for the chicken. So right now it says to add the water, which is 1 cup of water, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to a bowl. And I had all of these ingredients already. I didn't have to go buy anything other than I guess the chicken. But I figured I would try this. So we need a 1/3 cup of soy sauce, a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. I'm just sticking this in here even with the soy sauce on it. It's fine. It'll be fine. 2 cloves of minced garlic. It says 1 tablespoon of white rice vinegar or something, or white wine vinegar, and I don't have that, so I'm gonna use like regular distilled vinegar. Hopefully that's fine. I think I'm only gonna do half of what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to do 1 tablespoon. I'll do a half a tablespoon just because I don't know if that's gonna mess up the flavor or not, so I guess we'll see. A half a teaspoon of sesame oil, and it also calls for ginger, which I do not have. And 1 tablespoon of honey. I think I'm gonna go back in and add like a dash of everything else just to make sure we have enough sauce, because I'm also going to make some jasmine rice on the side. So I wanna make sure we have some sauce to kind of mix into that as well. Okay, so after we add that stuff in, it says to put in your cornstarch and water mixture. And then what you want to do is it says to, what was that? Children are making messes. I don't know what I was saying. Cook this crap together until, what is it? You bring it to a simmer, you stir frequently, cook until it thickens, and the sauce will be dark brown. Is it not dark brown already from the soy sauce and stuff? I don't know. Once it is thickened up, then we remove it from heat, let it cool completely, then you put it in the fridge. And then once it's cooled off, then you put your cubed chicken in with it, like in a Ziploc bag, to marinate for at least 30 minutes. And then after that, it actually says to cook on the grill, which we might do. We have a griddle outside, or I might just bake this in the oven like Kim did from the Wads, and then I'll do the rice on the side, you know, later on. I'm gonna see if I have a bag of frozen veggies. I think that I do. I might add that in also with the rice, but I'll have to check because I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so this does look darker, and it is kind of like thicker looking. So I'm actually gonna pour it into here to try and let it open up more to cool off like faster. So that way I can add it to the chicken quicker. I guess that made no difference. I don't know. At least it's not in a hot pan, it's in a cold pan, so maybe it'll help a little bit. Look at that. It smells really good. It smells just like Panda Express, like teriyaki sauce. You know, if you get their teriyaki chicken, it smells exactly like that. So I'm very excited. And I asked Matt if he would pick up some veggies on the way home from work, so we'll see if he does, then we can add it to the rice. It did suggest putting it in the fridge to make it cool off faster, so that is exactly what I did. So the recipe says that you can use chicken breasts if you want to, but they do recommend using chicken thighs, and I do have chicken thighs. So I'm gonna start cutting them now, and then I'm just gonna stick it in the sauce. I don't know how cooled off it is. You're supposed to wait so it doesn't start cooking the chicken, you know what I mean? But it's already 4:45. It's supposed to marinate for 30 minutes before you make it. And I don't want to be eating super late, so I'm just going to do it anyway. So either follow the recipe or do what I do. These are still partially frozen. I took them out, I think yesterday or the day before, in our outside refrigerator. And they're still partly frozen, so hopefully that'll be okay.
When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better, better. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off, and baby, you don't belong. I could feel it in my bones.
said to take half of the sauce. I think I got a little more than half. You know, move it around, coat the chicken, let this marinate, and then we will use the rest of that sauce a little bit later. And Matt just called me. He did get a bag of peas and carrots, so we'll be able to add that to our rice. I'm so excited. So Matt does not want to put it on the griddle, so we are going to bake it. So I'm just gonna put it all in here, I guess. Mix it all up. My rice is already done. So when this is almost done, then I will heat up the veggies and mix that up, I guess.
Not stirred. Just a lesson that I've learned, and so it goes. Tables turn in your own. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things it took from me, I know that I am so much better. When I look at what I've done,
Here is the chicken with all the sauce. It smells so good. I am so excited to eat this. Like, you have no idea. And you saw the rice. There was just one, I think it's a 1 pound bag of peas and carrots, so I went ahead and mixed that in. I made a little too much rice, but it'll be fine. So here it is, all plated up with our rice, veggies, the chicken, and then I poured some extra sauce over the rest of it. So this is what we have left. Not a whole lot of chicken, some sauce, and then basically all of the rice. I made way too much, but this smells amazing, and I will let you know if it's good or not. Highly, 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 highly recommend it. I think the sauce is almost better than Panda. And then with the chicken, oh, it's so good. So tonight for dinner, we're actually going to make our own shredded beef tacos. So I have this, I think it's like 2 pounds, maybe 2.5 pounds of a chuck roast that we got from Sam's Club. And we are going to add in some green sauce. You can always use red if you'd rather have red sauce. 1 can of green chilies. We will use 1 bouillon cube, which is the last one in this package here. Matt said I need to use half of this chicken broth. And then for the seasoning of the meat, we're gonna stick 2 bay leaves in there, cumin, garlic, salt, pepper, and chili powder. So I'm going to coat both sides with everything but the bay leaves, obviously, all of the seasonings, flip it over, season the other side, and then I'm gonna put it in the crock pot. Then I'll add in the other stuff, all of the liquid stuff, and the bay leaves, and then we will cook this on low for 8 hours. And then later on, when we go to do our tortillas, we're finally gonna use our little tortilla maker thing, and we have some shredded lettuce, sour cream, and some cheese to add with this. And Matt made these for my birthday party back in October, and they were really, really good. So hopefully I don't mess it up. He made it last time. I'm gonna try it. I'm following what he's telling me, so hopefully they will turn out good, but I will show you all of that stuff.
We are who we are. Why don't I be me and you be you? We're spreading color around us. We're lighting up the sky, it's what we do. We shouldn't care about anyone or anything that brings us down. So come on now, let's be free. Just be yourself. Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like, do what you like to do. Try to express yourself in your own way, and we could have some fun.
So right now Matt's trying to test out this flipper, or the, what is it called? Taco shaper thing. Here, let's show them real quick. Because the problem is that thing, can you stop? It has to be, you know, so deep in the oil for it to like, for it to like, you know, be submerged to make the shape. Do you know what I mean? So that's vegetable oil right there. Here, turn it over so I can see the top of it. So it makes, you know, a little taco shell shape. These are soft flour tortillas. So we thought about maybe using one of these other pans, or even our big one that we use for like pasta, and dipping it in like vertical straight in, because this, I don't know how it's gonna work. So we'll see. But we did do 1 can of black beans, 1 can of pinto beans, and I smushed them up and they're just sitting in here. I normally make homemade refried beans, but I didn't realize what time it was and it was way too late to start them. And then I did make 2 bags of Spanish rice, the Knorr brand. And then Matt took the meat out of here already, and it's sitting in a bowl behind me, just staying warm while we heat up this oil. Hopefully nobody dies or gets burned like crazy, because it's a lot of oil that's going to be hot. So we will see how it goes.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun, the feeling we chase. I'm wide awake, take me away now. 'Cause I won't go down the same old path again now. No, I've been running out of air, so let me catch my breath. Feeling I've got's making me crazy. If I'm having a good time, don't you blame me. Yeah, this feeling I've got's making me crazy, making me crazy. So I'm just gonna drive.
So here's how everything came out. I put a little bit of cheese on my beans and melted it. We've got the rice, so I have shredded beef, cheese, sour cream, and a bunch of lettuce on my tacos. I am very excited about this. Is this healthy? No, but it's okay, because we normally don't deep fry our food. It's like once every 6 months or something, and it's going to be delicious. So that's everything I have for you guys for this video. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite dinner idea was, what recipes you might try. You can always make them and tag me on Instagram so I can see it, see if you guys like it as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below, or with a thumbs up if you did, so I know that you do enjoy these, so I can continue to make them for you. But I hope you're all having an amazing day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!